Hi everyone, welcome back to my Beach Angel Tarot Shop. I am here to do the September love forecast for September 2018, of course. But I always say if you come across this reading at a later time, there will still be a message for you here. So we're going to start the reading with the wisdom of the House of Knights. I got into all my fall energy today and redid my space. So we're going to start using some of the fall decks and incorporating them, and I'm going to be doing some more fall readings as we move through this season. Even though I am, yes, a little bit early, I just absolutely love this season, so I couldn't help but get connected to the new deck, the fall decks and the fall energy today. So we're going to see what comes from this reading. This is, again, the September the love weather forecast reading. I'm going to open with the wisdom of the House of Knights, which is, more like a Halloween, but a fall energy. But I am going to use this deck. I used this in my Goddess Yemaya, I believe, for September, but I'm being guided to use it again, but along with Mystic Moon's beautiful oracle. So we're going to get one card from each one for the placement of the reading. But we're going to open September's love forecast with the wisdom of the House of Knights. Beautiful deck as well. I haven't had it out for a good while. So focusing on everyone, law of attraction, God and the angels, Archangel Michael to guide and protect our time and space together. We do keep in mind this is a general reading, so if you'd like your own personal one, you can click the link below to be taken to this reading and or my shop and have your own personal reading. So focusing on everyone is a general message. Ooh, there it is. Ooh, listen to me. Ooh, is the horse energy again. The horse spirit coming up, and we have confidence. So just a very beautiful energy of horse spirit continuing on here with us on our journey, right, and helping us move forward. We have number 42. So number-wise is 6, and that's all about harmony and balance. 4 is stability. 2 is partnership. So a lot of beautiful energies, but I am going to read from the booklet. It says, there are a few of my chosen ones who have the confidence and courage to live forever. So it says, there is one such immortal being who has kept this oracle safe in a castle in the Isle of Skye to be given to you when the time is right. This time is now. This is your time. The world needs you. Much is going to be asked of you as you move through your life's challenges and receive my gifts. Know that I have chosen you and that you'll have everything you need to make the right decision. Walk with your head held high and take the next step toward your goal with confidence. I will be with you every step of the way. So again, a beautiful confirmation of the energy that I've been getting and being guided to a lot is the horse spirit helping us on the journey and helping us move forward spiritually, right? Which I love seeing that. So, and they are just such a beautiful animal. So I feel like they're very majestic as well. They just have an amazing energy to them. So I don't have a horse, but I know they are a lot of work. I do know that, but I don't have one personally. But I love their energy, and I love that they're guiding the journey. So I'm focusing on the layout and shuffling for that, and I'm going to be pulling, like I said, one from each deck for each of the placements. And I did get a new overhead. I keep saying that. I did get the stand, but I still haven't taken the minute to figure out how it's going to be. So I'm going to be doing that here soon as well. So you're going to see, again, a shift, a change in my space. That one is shuffled. I'm just going to stick it there, and I'm going to shuffle this one. And this is Mystic Moons. I did do a share of this deck on my channel if you want to check it out. The link would be below this one. And I also put links to her shop and her back in that share. So if you want to check that out, you can do that. She has an amazing reading style, and she has an amazing YouTube channel and a beautiful energy. So you may want to check her out if you haven't seen her. Mystic Moon, and this is the Mystic Moon Oracle. So focusing on this reading. Okay, so let's do this reading. The first one is the energy around your love life for the month. So this is an energy that's around for the month. I'm just going to push this off so we don't have a problematic energy here. And it says, be brave. And we have I think this is a panther. It's very lunar. You can see the moon. So a lot of lunar energy coming up. A strong lunar energy is coming up. And a fresh start. So you know what I'm getting? Like, because of the moon energy here. It's like this. We need the sun to grow things, you know, to grow the energies. But the moon, it seems like you'd be looking at your plant or looking at your garden, and like overnight it kind of like shoots up. So it's like through some sort of darker energy or some of the darkest energy or night energy or the lunar energy has had some effect on the growth. So I feel like there's a message in that itself. So in some darkness or in some unknown energy, I don't like to say darkness like but in that energy there, it's like as if something has kind of grown and given us a fresh start, right? But it's definitely talking about needing courage for this new beginning, but there is a new beginning at hand. And you may just see it sort of like, you know, like you're in your garden one day and there's not a lot happening, and then you come back the next day and it's like, wow, this is there, that's there, and you're like, how'd that happen overnight? It's almost like crazy, right? So I'm getting that same sense here, that through that darkness, through that energy of the night, the growth has occurred, and you come back on the next day, or you come back and there it is. So you've been through maybe a darker period, and then you come back, and then there is the growth that has occurred through that darker period, darker energy. How your partner is perceiving you this month. And it's pray, which is interesting. This came up in my other reading, and a song came with it, and it's communication. So I feel like a few things. You may want to check that out. That was Madonna's Like a Prayer song. And it said, everyone must stand alone, which is what struck out to me. And it said, must stand alone was part of the lyrics. And that's the part I felt was important in that song that day. And I do believe that was my Yummy reading. And it was the love placement. I think it was that reading. Don't hold me to it. I think it was. Anyway, how you're being perceived this month could be that energy you're standing alone, you know, with conviction, right? It's because that song said, everyone must stand alone. Then it said, I hear you call my name. So it can be something to do with that song still in regards to communication. It can be that they are hearing music, you know, maybe you had a favorite song, or there's just lyrics that they know that your higher self is giving them messages, right? So they're wanting you to know that 5D communication is being, you know, they're receiving that. And so there is signs and symbols and synchronicities and songs and lyrics and words and all this coming to them. I feel like you can see this massive network. So it's like that through that interwoven energy, they're getting those signals, and they're getting the messages. But I also feel like they're perceiving you as standing alone, and the song said everyone must stand alone. So they're seeing you standing alone with conviction, and they're understanding why that has to be. They're coming into a more of an awareness of why that is occurring, and perhaps the growth, you know, maybe this is causing them a little bit of with the darker energies of the moon, to be more reflective and to be more in that energy of the unknown, because in the nighttime, not everything is seen, right? The sun's not out, so we can't see everything. We don't know, but we kind of feel the way through. So I feel that energy of telepathy here, of that song of everyone must stand alone. So they're sensing you standing alone with conviction. But they want you to know that they're receiving your prayers. They're receiving the good energy that you're sending to them. Because I feel a lot that are guided to this reading, that you definitely are sending good thoughts. You are sending your love to them, even though there may not be a physical communication. But they're connecting to you on a, that more energetic level. So if you've been sending love, they're receiving it. If you have a favorite song, or you have been trying to get a message to them, they are perceiving it through music, okay? And particularly that song, Like a Prayer by Madonna, is coming up for me right now for September, because I'm pretty sure that was my CMAI September, and it fell in the placement of love. So this is how you're being perceived too. What you expect from your partner this month. So this is an expectation, and I like this one because it'll allow you to see how you may be projecting versus the next one, which will be what you actually get. So what you're expecting your partner to do or to be this month. Sign from above. Unawakened. So you may be expecting to get a sign from your loved one, which tells me that you're really not so much projecting an energy of wanting to connect, or to even an expectation, of being contacted, right? It's like it feels like a period of separation where you're kind of reading the signs. They're getting messages through songs and lyrics and that type of thing, and same for you. But there's an energy here too of being unawakened. So you may be seeing or sensing that this person, or an expectation, this person isn't fully awakened yet, So this is not the most positive thing to be projecting, quite honestly, but they may be in your thoughts, because we have the moon energy, so this may be a fear, right? So be brave through the fears. They're taking me to this being a bit about fear now in combination. So, it's to strengthen any fears that you may have about your partner not awakening. So you may be in a fear-based energy where you're thinking, will they awaken? Will they understand? Will they know who we truly are in spirit, right? Will they ever awaken to that? And you're maybe awaiting a sign to see. Maybe you're asking, maybe you're praying to be sent a sign that they are awakening. But try not to get into any fears where you're projecting a fear that they won't awaken. So that's the only thing I would caution this position with, was like really looking at, and I know it can be hard, and it's just, this could be even a subtle feeling where you're thinking, oh gosh, will they awaken? And that's being picked up here as a projection that you have in regards to them. But I see you're also perhaps expecting to see a sign, or maybe you're asking Spirit to send you a sign about their estate. Are they awakened? Are they awakening? And try to keep it on the positive and not go into a fear-based energy here. What will you actually receive from your partner versus what you're expecting, which is a bit of a worry perhaps about an inability to awaken fully to the connection, right? So you want to watch that. So what you will receive, and it is wise decision. And I think he came up too in the very end, or he was in the undercurrent. So you're going to receive, maybe your partner has made a decision, maybe there's been a choice made. I love this one because I recognized and realized that this woman, the angel, had a holly Christmas time print on her dress. So of course that caught my eye, because I'm really connected to Santa Claus, Saint Nicholas. And so what you're actually going to receive from your partner is warmth. This is, of course, like a wand energy because of the summer time frame. And we are still in summer, so it can be all the way up to September 21st. We'll be in the summer season. So up until that time, what you actually will receive from your partner is that you may find that they had made a decision, and with the feeling of St. Nicholas, there's a sense of generosity, right? There is a sense of wisdom and knowledge gained, and generosity of spirit, and warmth, and passion, and movement again, because when we started with the moon, which is quite non-active, it's more receptive, and it's where we apparently think that really not much would be going on, but there really is. There's growth occurring. So this new fresh start, you may see up until the very end of summertime, you may get some sort of sign from above, or you may get an actual communication that this person has made a wise choice, in regards to you, and perhaps they're feeling better than they were in the last time that you spoke to them, and they are more warm, they're more receptive, they're more in a generous heart and a generous spirit, right? And the owl talks about being able to see through the darkness, so they can see the new growth now, perhaps, and they want to communicate this. But this, again, could be in the 3D or the 5D levels. This could be someone that just sends a sign to you, and you get that sign. But it can also, it could also mean communication, too. Something your partner would like you to do more of in regards to this connection. Emotions. And we're going to see which way, because this can be a couple things, and it's solitude. So I get, for those that are in solitude, for those that are maybe in separation, it can be that your partner wants you to show more emotion. It's like it's looking at your back, they can't read you. They can't read your emotions. There's been a closed off emotion. So you may have walked away from the situation, you may have closed down, or you may have really gotten, which isn't a bad thing at all. I mean, it's not that that's bad. You may have really gotten a handle on emotional extremes within this and have learned to tame your emotions, and it may be coming across as a bit cold or removed. They may want you to turn and show more emotions. When I see her back here, it's that they can't see your emotions, and they would like to be able to read you. I feel like they can't get a good handle on the situation. They can't really read your emotional state. So they'd like you to be more open. Because when you can't read facial expressions, you can't, because you can pick up a lot of someone's emotions, a lot of what is meant and conveyed in expression by reading facial expressions, and we can't see her face. We can only see her back. So it's like you've given you've turned your back on them emotionally, and they'd like to be able to connect with you emotionally again. A special message of awareness from your angels on your union. Speak your truth. So throat chakra energy and twin flame. So you may need to have a conversation. That's pretty big energy. And I love this deck and the fact that it has that twin flame card in there. So it's speak your truth. Speak your truth. When you have this conversation, even though you may be fearing that they're not awakened fully to the connection and what you feel that it is, that you may need to speak your truth to them, or there may be, maybe they will be speaking your truth to you. Maybe they do know, you know what I mean? Because we saw some growth here in an otherwise uncertain time, right? With the moon energy and the lunar energy, there has been growth in the darkness and in the unknown, so to speak, where there may be fears, right? Where fears can kind of creep in. But there is a need here to speak your truth. So I want to look at the undercurrent right now in this moment. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to pull this one out from the undercurrent. Just kind of see what's going on that we may not be fully aware of or awake to as well. And we have triumphant. So there is the horse/unicorn, the magical unicorn energy. And we have material wealth. So what's going on in the undercurrent is that your partner may have had concerns about finances or abundance or self-worth or anything to do with that type of energy. And they are moving forward triumphantly. There's success. And I also feel like with this card here, the fresh start with the growth, it feels like there is also something coming for maybe you and your partner, or you or one of you, that you're going to have more finances. You're going to have more success with material wealth coming up, in the month of September and moving forward. So I love how this reading has come out. It's pretty amazingly beautiful. I love how the horse started this out again. And just as a reassurance and a nod that they are definitely helping. Horse Spirit is helping move us, and I know myself for sure, moving me in my journey, my spiritual journey. So I hope everyone has enjoyed this reading. If you have any questions, you can comment below, and you can click the link to be taken to my shop to purchase your own reading. And I will be back soon for another September or fall, because I love fall, reading. Angel blessings.